Hey guys! Today I wanted to talk to you about an app that I really like, and this isn't a sponsored video, it's just an app that I like to use personally. I think it's been very helpful in helping me memorize words, and this app is called MEMRISE. It was actually a requested video by one of my viewers like you. So, as I've said before, I take requests, I really enjoy them because it gets my brain working, and then of course gives me ideas and an insight into what you guys are looking for. So, that being said, I have used MEMRISE before. I may have mentioned it in other videos, but I didn't really go into too much detail on how it works. So this is a more detailed video of how it works, what I think about it, I guess highs and lows, etc. So, here we go. I will have my phone screen up. Here we go. So basically, it is an app for memorizing different vocabulary words. There are courses for different languages. I think there might be non-language related things on there too, but I use it for language learning, and I'm sure that if you're here, you may be learning a language as well, so I will show it to you in that context. But I've used it for languages like Korean, French, Polish. So here are some of my courses that I've done. They have the Talk to Me in Korean books, which I don't own any of those workbooks myself, but since I use the lessons online to learn Korean, sometimes the vocabulary does correspond with the level that I'm at on Talk to Me in Korean, so it's very helpful for boosting that vocabulary. Also, the 450 most common French verbs. I think it's really good to learn very common verbs and words, especially when you're starting out, because then you already have a good base, a good foundation, and you'll be able to use these words in conversation right away. And trust me, like if you learn the most common verbs, they will come up a lot when you're listening to the radio or watching TV or whatever. I've also done it for learning different scripts. So we have here the Korean alphabet and then Korean numbers, because numbers give me trouble sometimes, so I did a separate course for that. Now these are courses created by people, like just anybody. These aren't like pre-created courses from MEMRISE themselves, it's just users who create these courses. So I'm pretty sure you could create your own if you wanted to, but it's really nice to just have them there to share with everybody and you get to use them. The other one is Duolingo Polish. So as you can see, I have a lot of numbers next to my courses, and what that means is basically like MEMRISE is about watering your words. You plant a seed, which is the word that you're learning, and then after that you water it so it keeps growing and you remember the word as time goes by. Now there is a specific type of method they use, and I cannot remember the name of it, but I will write it somewhere in this video. But basically, or no, I think it is called spaced repetition. So the idea is that you learn the word, and then some time passes, and then, you know, the word is brought back up again, and then with some more time, brought up again, and then like once you have a good grasp on it, it won't be brought up for a while, but eventually it will be brought up again. That is the very simple explanation for it, I think. So, let's just pick a random course to do. I clearly have not watered my words in a while. Guilty. So, Duolingo Polish, I started off trying to remember the words because it's been a while since I've used the Polish course. So here we go. I have a list of the words here from the first lesson on Duolingo. And what's nice is some will have sound clips, others do not, but it's really nice when they do have it. Let's see if I could get that audio.
Yep, cool.
Okay, so it is kind of like a robot-ish sound. It depends on the course and everything. But what's really nice is, well, this is something I really like about the app, is that they'll have pictures and mnemonics. So basically, just like cute ways of remembering the words or helping you to remember these words. So you have yabuko, which is apple. And so the image they have here is yapukor. And I guess if you say it quickly enough, which it does have the word apple in it, so it helps you remember it, apple core. Apple core, apple core. Kind of. Okay, so here's another one. Apples have a core, and so does the word for apple in Polish at the end. Jabłko. Often the L sound, well, I don't know what the official name of this letter is dropped when pronouncing the word jabłko. Okay, you get the point. So you have that pop up here. I will show you by learning new words. On. So you have a picture of a man, and that seems to be the only image, so it means he. Chleb, which is bread, and it says B generally sounds like P at the end of a word. This is a general rule for voiced consonants. Chleb. Interesting. I'm gonna hit you on the chleb with my loaf of bread, so they're making it a pun. See, I really like this kind of learning. I think also grammatical or pronunciation insight is helpful, but I specifically like the fact that people will use puns or images to help remember words, because for me, that's just like something that has always helped me learn words better. So then, they test you right away. You have to type the word. Sometimes you have multiple choice. It really depends. So then you have the word for bread. Oops. H-L-E-B.
Chleb. Mleko.
So you can just keep going, or you could click on Help Me Learn This, which here we go. The word for milk is mleko, but it says here, mleko milk. Mleko milk. That is really cute, actually. So, pie is I'm drinking. Drinking makes you want to pee, yeah? So, here's the multiple choice I was talking about. So already, they teach you the word, and then you are repeating it just like as soon as you learn it, you're being tested on it, which can be kind of intimidating, but at the same time, it's good for you. Gets you using it right away. So, you see here there is a hand in the corner with a seed. Now watch what happens when I click on the right answer. The seed is dropped. The seed is dropped, and then the plant starts to grow. Now, let's see. I want it to get a little bit further on. Okay, so watch what happens. They brought milk back up again, even though they just taught me the word for water. So I click on milk,
Mleko.
and my plant grew a little bit. So this basically keeps happening until it grows into a flower. And then it won't be repeated for a long period of time.
Woda. Mleko.
And then sometimes they'll have a sound clip to choose from. So not only do you read and write, but you also test your listening skills. Now, I'm going to get out of here quickly. Okay. Yeah, whatever. So, I'm going to get out of here. And there are other options here. Let's see. You click on those 4 circles that are colorful. And I have the non-premium version. So, there are certain features that I don't have access to that maybe other people have talked about. I can't really speak about them myself because I use the non-premium version for free. And so pronunciation, learn with locals, listening skills, they all seem new to me. I haven't used the app in a little while, but they seem newer, and I'm not really sure how those parts work. But let me show you. Classic review. So words that I already know. So you have the sound clip. You see my flower, it's still there, it hasn't wilted. So maybe it got a little bit lighter, and then I watered it again and it perked back up. So he, she, it is eating.
Yeah.
Okay, this one you have to type it out. So this little wand in the corner, if you tap it, it will give you a hint. And you could do the whole word
Ona.
like that.
Jest.
So then let's see if there's anything different in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I. Okay, so you have multiple choice sounds now. So with that, you just click on them and then you select the right one.
Dziewczynka.
Which, there we go. That is the word for girl.
Dziewczynka.
And then you have to type boy. It's been a little while. Chłopiec?
Chłopiec.
Chłopiec. Woman.
Kobieta.
Apple. We just learned this. Let's see if you guys remember. Jabłko.
Jabłko.
Man.
Mężczyzna.
That's a fun one to say. Okay, so just like Duolingo, it has a daily goal for you. You can earn hints as well, which is why I have a ton saved up because, you know, if you don't use them, you get more, which is great. And then another feature, let's do it with something else, the 450 most common French verbs. So the speed review, which makes you recall your memories very quickly because it's multiple choice and you have the word at the top and you have to choose. Now, this red thing that is going up, as you see at the bottom, if it goes up all the way, you lose a heart. So watch what happens if I don't click anything in time. Oh, I lost a heart. Blah. Okay, so I lost a heart. Now,
Entendre.
the idea is every time you click, you
Songer.
bring the red bar down. Sometimes it's inevitable that it goes up. It's hard to talk and do this at the same time. Let's see if I could pause that. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of there for now. So sometimes it's inevitable that it just goes all the way up, and because it gets like really fast as you keep going along and stuff. But I really like this app. It's great for reviewing, whether you're reviewing vocabulary you've already learned, or I think it's also great if you're learning new vocabulary and there are those cute little mnemonics or ways to remember the words. So let me stop this video. Alright. And so that is the gist of MEMRISE. I really like it a lot because it's free and it helps you memorize vocabulary without having to write out lists yourself if you're not that type of person. It gets you practicing the vocab words in a fun way. It's a game. You have lives that you can lose and everything, so that's exciting as well. I think some downsides for me would be that since people create it, there aren't always ways to remember the words. Sometimes they won't have a picture with it, or a mnemonic, or pun, or whatever you want to call it. They won't always have that. Of course, the robot pronunciation as well. It's not always very clear, but otherwise, I really like the app. And it's one of those things where if you feel like you don't have a lot of time to study a language, you can just use it in your downtime. So say you're waiting in the dentist office before your appointment. You can go on this app, just be clicking away at words and learning them. Or if you're, I don't know, at school and, okay, you would get in trouble for using a cell phone in certain settings, but if you're in a place where you don't have to be doing something urgent, or you have a little bit of downtime, so like on the metro or subway, on the bus, whatever, you can be using this app. So it's like one of those things that if you're busy, it's really good for you. So I would recommend it. Try it out, let me know what you think. Maybe you already know the app. Tell others what you think or anything I may have missed about the app that you think other people should know. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.